Good morning. It's the Friday before Christmas. Hey folks, it's the Friday before Christmas. I'm hanging out in here this morning, working in my journal, my daily planner, trying to get my morning routine together. And I wanted to make this video, and I'm making this video so that I can play it kind of over and over again to entice you, to encourage you to download this free digital planner and journal. I started journaling a few years ago reluctantly. I thought it was stupid. I was like, I don't need to write all that stuff down. And then I kind of forced myself to do it. And I found that by forcing myself to journal and to use the planner written to write it out, it just made my day more clearer day by day by day, which over time increased my productivity, my emotional intelligence. I mean, all these benefits. And so what I wanted to share with you is kind of like how I was going through today. So this is a picture of the planner that I use. And this is a Remarkable 2 planner. So I can swipe this thing page to page and we can, pardon me, and we can see that, sometimes I take a lot of notes, sometimes I take a little notes, right? The other thing about this particular planner is if I click down at the bottom, and I say click, but it's really just putting my finger over it, I can get a whole directory of pages in here. And so if I were to pick like a daily journal page, for example, I'll pick one that doesn't have a lot of writing on it. This is from Monday the 18th. So we can see that, I was grateful. It says things I'm grateful for. Well, I'm grateful for my church. I was grateful for WordPress and grateful for family. And then what I would have done, if I would have followed through last Monday, is I would have said, the best thing that happened today, right? And so I'm going to say that could have been, time with my son. Okay. And then for the notes, the daily log can be whatever you want it to be. That's the cool part about a planner is it's you. Like a planner and a journal isn't what someone else tells you to do. The planner and the journal is, what's in it for you, which makes things a really good deal. So, did I work out today? Whoops. Sorry about that. I pushed the wrong thing. Here we go, coming back. And let me turn off that menu right there. You see that menu that I'm toggling on and off? At the top left is an X, and I'm left-handed. So if I don't turn this menu off, sometimes I can shut the page. But anyway, now with that off, you say things like, did I work out today, right? Did I read? If I read, what did I read, right? So maybe I write down some details of something that, I enjoyed, right? And so you can use the journal for a lot of different things. Now, here's why I'm excited. I had this journal for the last 2 years, this version of this journal. So this is my third year going into this Remarkable 2 experience. And what I did for 2024 is a little bit different. So I'm going to go to all my files, and I'm going to open up Journal and the 2024 Action Planner. The 2024 Action Planner is different. You'll notice that this layout is completely different. And so when we first go into the journal, we see the year at a glance. We see, the first week. And then we launch into kind of the month overview. Now, remember I said in that last one, did I read? Did I work out today? Did I have a hobby? Do we have a date night? Well, now I can, let me pick a pen that writes. Okay, there we go. And pardon me, did I read a book? Did I work out? Did I take my wife on a date? Did I play with my hobbies? Right. And so now I can take this whole goal thing and put it in one page view right there. Okay. So that's at the beginning of my month. Now I can focus on a main goal for the month, and I can fill in any notes that I want to go with that month. If we flip the page, we're going to see, well, this is what a day looks like. Now, in the old planner, I would have had to open up this menu, and then let me see if I can highlight that. See where that red dot is? That shows me where my pages are. and I would kind of sort through those pages to get to the right page. I don't have to do that anymore. With the new hyperlinked planner, I can go up here to this menu. Let's say I want to say January 11th. I'm just going to go ahead and click on January 11th or press January 11th, right? Boop, let me get there. And it's going to take me right to January 11th. Now, on each of these days, I've got my daily plan. I've got those kind of like daily notes, right? So today's inspiration, today's priorities, today's notes. But then I put in an extra page for a journal page. And so now instead of having a book where it's all the calendar, it's all the notes, it's all the journal pages, I have it all interlaced together and integrated. So you're not having to flip or find different sections of this digital book. Remember, this digital book is over 1,200 pages. So, you don't want to get lost in it. And so by creating this hyperlinked version of it, I'm able to make it much easier to find. For instance, if I want to click on the top where it says January 24, it takes me right back to that front page. If I want to click one of those arrows and see what February is going to look like, I can jump on February, not a problem. And so being able to hyperlink the whole thing together has made it much more cohesive. So I'm really, really, really looking forward to, it sounds like a silly thing to be excited about, but I'm really looking forward to 2024, being more organized, having this new digital asset ready to go. And here's the kicker. This is free. This is completely free. Now, this digital planner, I use it in my Remarkable 2. Maybe you put it in your iPad. Maybe you put it in one of these other, make-believe paper tablets. The reason why I like this tablet so much is because it's completely searchable. So every time I have a meeting for work, I create a new file, a new notebook for that person. And then let's say I meet with somebody in March, but then we start doing a business deal in October. I can search those notes out in this tablet. I can just put in their name, pulls it up. I can put in a topic we talked about, and it might pull up anyone I've talked to that topic about, about that topic. It is a really great tool. I've really fallen in love with it over the last couple of years. And so I just want to encourage you, get to actionleadershipteam.com. That's the site where I promote my book. The book is called Action Leadership from the Edge. But there's digital copies available there. If you want to buy a book, great. I'd love your support. But if you want the planner is free. And I just want to pay it forward to as many people as possible. And part of the reason I'm making this video today and inspired to make this video today and kind of schedule it out so that it plays into January pretty heavily is because I think it's that important. I spent years, I used to love having a written planner. I used to carry a planner with me. I was one of those people, right? But then we all went to digital phones. Then we went to smartphones. Then we went to, who remembers a Jornada? I had a Jornada. Jornada, Palm Pilots, all these things. See, I'm old. But the more I got into this digital framework, the more I lost the connection with what my daily obligations were, with what my goals were. I was just kind of bouncing from meeting to meeting to meeting. Gosh, when I worked at Suzuki, we would have meetings all day in different meeting rooms, and you were literally just bouncing from one meeting to the next. But what happens then? You don't have the time to do the work. You haven't planned properly to attack or to be productive with that which you've spoken about or dream built. And so I just want to encourage you. If this is something you can use, something that you're not even sure if you want to use it. Maybe you're like, I think journaling's stupid. That's okay. I thought it was too. I think journaling's stupid. You know what? Cut me a break. Go to actionleadershipteam.com, download a free copy of this planner, put it in whatever kind of tablet you use, and just kind of play with it and see if you don't find that it gives you a certain sense of, I got this, a certain sense of, okay, I know what I'm supposed to do today. Like for me, it's been a game changer, and I don't think I could say it enough. Okay. So give it a shot. If you love it, great. If you don't love it, that's okay too. At least you tried. My thing is, give it a shot for at least a week. Real trainers, real consultants would say, well, it takes 21 days to build a habit. So do it for 21 days. But I'm going to say, you know what? Give it a shot for at least a week and see if you don't somehow kind of fall in love with it just a little bit. And then if you want a Remarkable 2 or something like that, I am not an affiliate. I don't get any commissions for this or nothing. They probably should pay me, right? But they don't. And I just love the product. I think it works really, really well for what I do with it. And I'm left-handed and my knuckles drag across the screen and it doesn't change the screen unless I forget to turn that one menu off like I showed you. All right. I think that's it. I just want to see you get ahead. All right. So if you are interested in journaling, if journaling is something where you're like, man, I really think I want to give that a real shot. I just wish I knew more about it. There is a course in the actionleadershipteam.com website called Jot It Down. Jot It Down is all about journaling. Jump in, take that course. I believe I also have that course duplicated over on manananomas.com. I love that course. Like I said, journaling has changed a lot for me. And so with that, folks, I think what I'm going to do is bounce out here to Brand. I'm going to hit you with a little thank you for watching message and Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Enjoy the planner.